Checking out this. This is a wonderful review. This guy got a lot out of it. I don't think he did the advanced course. And then this is the tail end when he has his
Credible pressure throughout the entire program to enroll or recruit pretty much everyone you know. So basically, get everyone you know to sign up and take the landmark course. And
if you haven't done the forum or the advanced course, two best things I've ever done. They're 902 5-day courses, $915 each. I don't work for them. I don't represent them. I have nothing to do with them. My name is Lee. If you haven't seen me before, and yeah, you can read online all the things that people get out of it. But I definitely attribute my wealth and my relationship with my wife, my relationship with everyone in my family, to the forum. And yeah, if I have those things and I mean, sharing is not there. We live in a world where people are like, oh, well, if I win in the stock market, really that means other people are losing and I want to be on the winning side of things. And so this is very different. If you share a candy bar, you each get half a candy bar. If I share happiness or things that someone that isn't as wealthy as they want to be isn't doing, same with health wise, same with freedom from anxiety, resentment, regret. So someone tells me what their goals are and they've maybe been working on that goal for a decade or more, or I mean, even a year or more, really anything over 6 months, if you've been working on something and haven't and been maybe not even stopped, maybe you just made your first $10 million. And what if we could stand on top of where you're at? So where you're at, what if that was the floor and you could stand on top of where you're at and you could look out and see the type of thinking that got people successful isn't the type of thinking that will get them past that. That type of thinking that got them to where they're at is has problems with it. So you can be as skeptical as you want. We just ask you to be open-minded. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm bothering all my friends to do the forum now. I mean, I went through my phone book because I saw the difference that it made for me, and I wanted to lead in front of strangers to be able to take someone from whatever it is they're dealing with. And it's for people that are successful in their lives. This isn't that something is your friend that invited you didn't invite you because something's wrong with you or they want to fix you, or you're not broken. There's nothing to, you're perfect exactly the way that you are. And yeah, I mean, look, freedom from anxiety is the thing. Freedom from resentment and regret. These are things that most human beings all have in common. So, to call it pressure, I understand where you infer that from or describe their invitations as. It's literally just that. This is inspiring. This is what you're going to get out of it. You're going to pay money and you're going to get tangible tools that you can use for the rest of your life. And yeah, you're invited to sign up. And there's credit card processing machines in the back. So for someone to take that inspiration invitation and make it mean pressure, it was never meant to be that way. So if it did come off that way, I take on behalf of them, and I don't work for them at all, but on behalf of Landmark, I accept full and total responsibility for you ever having feeling pressure. And it was never the intention whatsoever. It was just to have you listening to your friend or family member, hearing what they really want out of life, what would make their entire life the only thing they really, really want before they pass. So I'm listening to my friend, finding out what they want, and then reliably delivering on questions that will give them, your friend or family member, or you, insights It's not me giving you the insight. It's not Landmark giving you the insight. It's not anybody that works with them giving you any insights. They're just asking questions. You're going to have your own insights, which is going to provide your own answers, which is going to allow you to take your own actions, which is then going to generally 93% of the time, or probably way higher, result in a result that you were looking for. Maybe not exactly what you thought it would look like. I didn't know where exactly my 7, 8 streams of income would be coming from. I didn't think they'd be coming from the areas that they're coming from. Even if people did tell me that, maybe I wasn't listening at the time, but so it might not look exactly the way that you think it's going to look, but it will leave you with the result that you want, which is what you've wanted for the last year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, whatever.
It started on the first day a little subtly, because remember when I said earlier, I didn't see any marketing material or ads or anything for it. I only heard about it through word of mouth. Well,
yeah, I went from, when did I start like despising my brother or trying to like get out of his way so I didn't fight with him or something? Maybe like 12, maybe earlier. I don't know. Maybe 9, maybe 8. I don't really recall, but definitely like 14, because he wasn't gone in college then. So definitely 13, the year before he left for college. And like, I was an annoying little kid, I get it. Anyway, so I got a brand new relationship with my brother, like right there on the very first day. So to want to share me seeing that people's thoughts of what's good and bad and right and wrong and true and false and fact and fiction is really all just the sea of opinions. And then seeing how I was opinionated about my brother and then being like, okay, hey bro, I know I don't call you a lot, but yeah, I don't even know why we fought, but I don't want to do that anymore. And he was like, okay. And I don't know, I've had a great relationship with him since. So to go from years of not liking him and not having any relationship with him really to freaking loving my brother and what he's, I don't know, he made statements in high school. And I don't know, I realized today that the statements he was making in high school were so accurate to what we're going through.
this is why their method of marketing is 100%
Going through just as a nation, as a world, and all that.
word of mouth. From what I can tell, I might be.
Yeah, I mean, 100% word of mouth isn't a bad thing. Not wanting to spend money on advertising and still being $100 million a year company is honorable. The only ads I've ever seen is if you're searching for something and then there's like sponsored link, but that's like you searching for the thing. Do you know what I mean? So, um,
Be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So the
it's not that you're wrong. It's just that that wasn't the intention. So you are taking what happened and making it mean something else. And I don't know where this is. Anyway. So yeah, it's just super disingenuous to label this cult multi-level marketing or totally legit. I don't know, disingenuous. It's a fair question. It just I'm not going to accuse you of clickbaitiness or anything, but yeah, look, I'm not unhappy that the question's out there. I don't know. I feel like people like maybe even listen to your full up to here 17 minutes and then they make a decision on pressure and then like, I'm not going to do it. Even after you just said I got so much out of it. Like the guy wouldn't return the weekend for anything. The guy got totally something out of it. It's just he felt uncomfortable. You felt uncomfortable. I don't recall your name. Um, when you were asked to share something that you couldn't really explain to someone else because there's can't explain happiness, can't explain enlightenment.
first day they started sprinkling in, you should get.
Yeah, they definitely didn't say the word should. Um that is sounds like a kind of a authoritarian, like a um I don't know. I don't know what that seems like, but I guarantee you they don't use the word should. It's hey, this is what other people are getting out of it, and what would be possible if your mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin was a little happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, freer from anxiety, free from the resentment, regret, or anything
Everyone
else?
you know
I mean, I got fun and freedom out of the forum. You know what I mean? In every area of my life.
to take the landmark forum. And then they also started sprinkling in very early on. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, the forum used to be just 2 weekends, but together. So it was like you pay for one thing and you get the full 2 weekends. And then they were like, all right, no, we can make what we need to happen as far as enlightenment, peace of mind, all those other things I just mentioned in the first weekend, and then make it people's choice to do the second weekend. Nobody's pressured to do it. But that is a lot of the anyway, in the first weekend I got freedom and all those things I mentioned before for myself. And then the second weekend, I was able to cause that freedom and happiness in other people without them even taking the forum. Just while they're around me, they feel just a little bit happier, freer, more peace of mind when they're around me. So therefore, I can, yeah, cause them to have results in their life even without. I can't tell you the amount of people that I've shared just that first discussion that I mentioned with you about good, bad, right, wrong, with people, and it they have a more productive weekend or day or whatever it is after having the conversation with me, and they just can't pinpoint that. Always, they can't always pinpoint that that's the impetus for that. They're seeing that they're creating it on their own, so they think it's fully them when a lot of it was the powerful, impactful, not power like control, but power like empowerment, like freedom, like peace of mind, that they're creating on their own, and these words allow them to do those things. But unless I listen to what's going on and then go take an action in my life, right? Because what they're talking about impacts me in my everyday life. So if someone's not working, it's not going to impact their job because they're not working, right? If someone's already happy, I mean, it's only going to make them a little more happy, but it's not like they need happiness. Um, Anywho, go, go, go.
You should take all of the courses that we have.
Yeah, so I don't know when he did this. This is 5 years ago. I don't know when they exactly shifted their conversation around this, but really at this point, it's just form an advanced course, and there's courses on everything. And if you want to take more on money, sex, relationships, communication, team management, leadership, um, transform your business if you're a business owner. If you want to do those things, then those are available for people that want to do that and get crazy breakthroughs in money after taking the money course, or crazy breakthroughs in relationships after taking the relationship course. And I haven't taken either one of those, or the wisdom course. I've just done the communication curriculum, and I understand that those other courses are out there, and I'm sure I would take my already wealth and then stand on top of that wealth and then see out where else that I had missed
And more
before.
specifically, they're pushing for you to take the
Yeah, not pushing. It wasn't meant to be a should. It wasn't meant to be a push or pressure. None of that is the intention. I understand how you could take that away from that, and I'll never get the full impact of that on you, unless you react to this or comment below. Um, And yeah, just going forward, I ask that you forgive them for trying to pressure, push, or I don't remember what the other word I just used was, but that wasn't the intention. And I guarantee you that if you spoke to them again about your concern or issue with them, or if you took another course that like the advanced course, um, where I got well, anyway, you'd be free from that pressure feeling. But in the advanced course, I got the occurring world, the act, a test for reality, how to test if something is real or not real. And I just see that as super beneficial to the entire globe right now. Um,
Next level, the advanced course. In progress
yeah, I mean, there's no levels. No one's giving out grades or diplomas or black belts or anything.
as the weekend went on, the pressure increased. And the third day, day three on the Sunday,
Not to make fun of you.
the pressure was unbearable to
It
me.
was
In
just
fact, after the big Game of Thrones finale reveal, everything after
yeah, it was just you were super present to how if everyone had this information there'd be no wars. And
that point was about recruiting other
you
people,
saw
getting other people enrolled into the program, and signing up for the advanced program. In fact, they completely paused and stopped.
all the people in your life that could make a massive difference in 5 days, and you experienced even more pressure because you saw what's possible, and then you were asked to invite or not invite, whatever the heck you want. You don't ever have to do anything ever. Um, but if you see the difference that it can make for people, and yeah, like you're like, "Oh, I want to call that person, but I don't want to sound like I'm coming from a cult. It's a weekend. You'll never see these people ever again. It can't possibly be a cult." 5 days, 10 days if you count the advanced course. You will never see your leader or advanced course trainer ever again. They're not owned by one person. It's owned by the employees, and then there's a CEO and a president, and then there's a board, and then there's the court of public opinion. Um, oh, I don't remember what the last thing you were just saying was. Oh, the pressure got unbelievable. They said there's credit card machines in the back, and they just waited. And then a guy came over and said, "Aren't you?" I don't know what he's going to say. You're taking the advanced course, right? Or why aren't you signing up, right? And they said, "Oh, well, we're talking about it." And he said, well, if you're talking about it, then if you're not signing up, then you don't have any integrity. And yeah, I mean, this guy is going to make that mean that that's pressure and that's da da da. But once you get that test of reality, get agreement realities and how many, many, many people all believing one misinformation or one lie creates catastrophe for the whole planet. Um, He's giving you and forgive him, please. I accept full responsibility on behalf of him. I don't even know who that was. That could have been someone that's not even that well trained in this in stuff. So they ended up making you feel bad versus the intention was to cause you to cause a difference that makes a difference on the entire planet. Um, So, and you see what's possible, and you're invited to throw down your card for another $200 down payment and 915 total before discounts for the advanced course. Same exact thing for the forum, so 915 each. Um, and I get how that could seem like pressure. And it's worth every freaking penny and then some. I would have paid 10 times the amount that I paid to have what I have. And a lot of people spend way more than I spent and they don't have what I have. Um, Not like a material thing, like I'm talking happiness, freedom, full-blown self-expression, fun, whatever. I don't want to put words in your mouth. It's you get to create your own end result, but it's starting from the end and then working backwards as opposed to hustling our whole life so that we can have a car or a big house or whatever and then I'll be happy. It's like just start with the end in mind. Let's be happy first. That's going to create me to take different actions, which is going to cause me to have that stuff if I so see that stuff. The more stuff I see, the more I see I don't need.
Everything, and we're like, we have credit card machines in the back. Here's your time to sign up right now. At one point during the sign up intermission, I'm in a small group, and we're talking.
Yeah, and there's people that do want to take the advanced course and they do want their time to be able to have the conversations that they need to have to be fully comfortable, confident, and certain that the advanced course will provide additional tools for causing other people to be happier versus just I'm happier. Because I mean, honestly, if I'm the only happy person in the world, I don't want to live in that world. um, and Yeah, so they're taking their time to sign up and fill out their credit card information and get registered at a date that works for them in the future. Um, so the space to sign up or not sign up isn't meant to be pressure. It's meant for those people that know that they want to do it to have the time and energy that they can take now versus putting it off for some future date. And yeah, again, this guy's gonna come over and you guys were talking and they just yeah.
Talking about the advanced course and a few other things, and the leader kind of jumps in and is like, "Hey, why are you guys
And like if you're talking to a bunch of people that haven't done the advanced course, you're talking to people that have no experience in that. And people are like, oh, well, that's not a good enough thing to say, well, you've never done it, so you need to do it in order to experience it. And it's not that. It's not that. I'm literally telling you what the exact distinctions are that you would get out of the advanced course or you would get out of the forum. Rewind the video at the very beginning. I go over one of the conversations I got out of the forum, and then the advanced course, I get that test for reality. It exists in distance, time, and form. So this wedding ring exists in a form that I can touch and see and wear on my finger. We have a time of 12 years. We have a distance of how close we are together, right? In proximity and mindset and in all these things. Distance, time, and form, right? So me hating someone isn't exactly real because it doesn't exist in a distance, time, and a form. Because generally those people are going to end up being okay a little bit later. It's going to go away like a passing cloud through their head. They just got heated, whatever. Um, there's no form hate. You can't touch hate. Like that.
guys standing here talking? Why aren't you up there with your credit card signing up for the advanced program?" And we're like,
I mean, that's an extremely bold and confident statement to ask. Um, and if I were that trainer, I may have asked it using a what or how question. Seems to be a little less invasive, but how are you guys, or what it is it that has you guys not already registering for the advanced course?
talking about the advanced course and a few other things. And the leader kind of jumps in and is like, "Hey, why are you guys standing here talking? Why aren't you up there with your credit card signing up for the advanced program?" And we're like, "Oh, well, we're discussing it. We're considering it right now." And he's like, "Oh, if you don't sign up for the advanced program, you ain't got no integrity." Final verdict. Is it a cult? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, there's some culty things about it, but
Yeah, I mean, so I just ask if anyone else is going to record a video and put cult in the conversation that you address it at the beginning and say it's not a cult. Some people online say it's a cult that happen to be anonymous people or people that can't answer my questions about which definition of cult is it that you're concerned about because there are zero of them. I just ask you to declare that at the beginning. I mean, like, otherwise, it just seems like clickbait to me to put the word cult in your title and then not answer that question until 15 minutes in, 15:49 in. But it's all cool. I'm not coming at you, bro.
I don't think it's a cult. Did I get something from it? Was it valuable? For sure. 100%. Look, you can always find something useful to take away from these things and just toss the things that aren't applicable to you or serve.
Yeah, I mean, it's just wild. Like 20 years later, I read a book and I'm like, oh, I got that out of the forum. Oh, that's so interesting. Um, I didn't even know enlightenment was part of the forum. In the forum, I just got happy, free, fun, and then that started to cause my work to be fun, cause my relationships to be fun, cause my whatever to be fun, free and happy or whatever I created in that moment. And I supported my father-in-law to do it. Thank goodness before he passed. He had a lot of happier moments before he passed than I think he would have had without it. Um, he was able to give up some of his preconceived notions, and to do that at 77 years old is a lot. He went through a full weekend at I think 76, maybe 76 years old, lived to 79, 78. Um, and yeah, he was free from resentment and regret of the Vietnam War and political upsets that he had. He realized where things didn't work with people and said to me before he passed that he changed his mind about a lot of things. really interesting to watch someone like see the light, see God before they die, and to go from someone that was